Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Reset with Coach Lowe. I am so excited this afternoon about what God is doing. We have had a great time on all of the other social media outlets, and I decided to land right here so that us, we can talk relationships just like we did on everything else. I just kind of wanted to keep up with that theme because I think that relationships are so very important. And so with relationships, it can be challenging when you are not showing up authentically who you are. So today we are going to talk about the importance of not betraying your authentic self, showing up 100% who you are. So I am entitling this segment as keeping it 100. Oh, y'all know what it is. Keeping it 100 is being true about who you are, showing up as your best self, not in not from a false pretense, but from the standpoint that I am uniquely who I am. I'm going to allow you to be who you are, but I am going to be honest about who I am. So we're going to tackle the importance of being honest in your relationships. And so that's how we keep it 100, right? So we can't keep it 100 and we lying. We can't keep it 100 and we cheating. We can't keep it 100 and we are reasoning the fact that we have secrets. It is impossible for us to have successful relationships if that is how we navigate them. And so today, let's talk it through just a little bit, bite sizes. Remember, we talked about that in the welcome video. So it's just going to be bite sizes. So I'm going to talk to you about just unveiling the mask because oftentimes we are seeking acceptance. And so we show up as our representative and we are all covered up and we become somebody different than who we really are, and then this person that I am connecting with has no idea that this is the representative. But if we are truthful about how we navigate and the behaviors that we practice, usually we are all on our best behavior in the very beginning in relationships, and we show up as our best self. But then sometimes that kind of the character, the depth of the character can tend to just kind of fall off to the wayside. And that is not what any of us desire. So let's make the choice today to be truthful, to be 100% who we are, to have integrity in the things that we do and the things that we say. Let us be 100 in all that we do, not just in our relationships, but in our dealings, period, in life. What we say, what we do, how we interact with one another. I um, had a thought just really quick just about betrayal and what betrayal can do as it relates to relationships. When we show up and we're not authentic and we're not transparent and we're not 100, we are betraying from the gate. And so that is not a virtue at all. That is not something that you want to start your relationship off with, because it's like building your house on sinking sand, and your relationship will never be healthy and it will never be solid if you operate in a spirit of betrayal. So I am encouraging you today to show up as your authentic self. Tell the truth. I am not saying that if you meet someone for the first, second, or even 15th time that you pour out the entirety of your life. I am not saying that. I am, however, saying that it is very important for us to share who we are, who God created us to be. Why? Because we need each other. We need each other really, really bad because we all have something to add to one another. In order for us to become our personal selves, we need to link arms with one another. So I have thought this through and I want to encourage you to think about resetting the way that you approach your relationships, whether they are new relationships or whether they are old relationships. Be willing to say, hey, what can I do for you? Not always having your sights set on someone serving you, but how can you serve in the relationships that you have? Can we start with being honest? So honesty with someone that is in an old relationship might mean that you share something a little bit deeper about yourself, or if you're going through a rough season, a rough patch in your life, you may want to share that with the person that you have more time vested in and they have been authentic with you. And so you feel safe. It's a safe environment. And so that is why it's so important for us to not show up with that spirit of betrayal on us or being non-authentic or being a false representative. Those are all names that are synonymous with the enemy. And so we want, we desire to have healthy, whole relationships where we help one another grow, not where we are being God to people because only God can fill voids that are present in our lives. Only He can do that. But we have the ability to help each other to heal sometime by just accepting your weaknesses and then helping you to become stronger. But if we have not built a relationship built on honesty and being transparent, then it is impossible for us to build that trust, to build that safe place, to build that relationship of health so that we can continue to grow and develop together. So I would like to encourage you to make the decision today to renew your heart, renew your mind, renew your spirit, renew your soul, and reset it all. Reset what? Reset your mind, reset your heart, reset your soul. How do you do that? You talk to God about it. You ask Him for people. You ask Him for places. You ask Him for resources. You do what you can yourself, absolutely. But then you also talk to the people that you have those foundational relationships with, those relationships that have strengthened over time. You can have that conversation and you can share where your struggle is. And, we have the ability to heal and help each other, but only God can make us whole. So let's start today by first being authentically who we are, 100% who we are. 100. Keep it one with 100. 100. We got to do it. 100% uniquely who you are. Be honest, be integrous, be truthful, but show up as your personal best. Um, Weaknesses and all. None of us are perfect. None of us, including me. But again, we all have something very unique to share with one another, even in our weaknesses. Because where I am weak, you are strong. Where you are weak, I am strong. And we even share some strength. And so we just make each other that much more stronger when we come together in community and relationship and connectedness with one another. So, I am so full right now I'm trying to hold back because I said I would give bite sizes. And so I want to go more in depth, but this is not that. This is not a real session. So I cannot keep you much longer, but I do want to say, God bless you. I hope that you find it easier to practice unveiling the mask, practice being 100% who you are, practice becoming your personal best, practice, rehearse the goodness of who you are. Do not show up with the spirit of betrayal on you, but be 100% authentically you in honesty. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I hope that something was helpful to you. Please comment, please drop a line, say something. I don't know. Subscribe to the channel, to the Coach Low channel. And I just look forward to resetting some more thoughts, resetting some more ideas in your mind. I know so many people ask, well, what's wrong with my relationship? Well, why are things not going the way that they should? Well, a lot of the times is because we're not being honest. And we must be honest about the things that we like and the things that we don't like. We must be honest about our strengths and our weaknesses. We must be honest about who we are authentically, 100% who we are. So this is the end of the road, but it is not the end of it all. And I am so glad to have had this time with you. But keep your mind stayed on resetting, readjusting, rethinking, redoing the way that you do life. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye bye.